Good morning, I'm Jessica Robertson, and this is Thursday Thoughts. Some cultures and religions portray Mary as almost superhuman, godlike. Some cultures even worship her. But to me, the most extraordinary thing about Mary was that she was completely ordinary. Most biblical scholars believe she was between the ages of 14 and 16 when she became pregnant with the baby Jesus. By today's standard, she was a child. And no doubt she still lived at home with her parents, even though she was engaged to Joseph. I believe in her home, she grew up in a traditional religious Jewish home where she followed their cultures, their traditions, and their laws. She found favor with the Most High, probably because she upheld these traditions and these laws. She no doubt knew the stories of the Messiah, of his promised coming. Otherwise, I doubt she would have been so willing when the angel visited. I think she would have been more concerned about society, her parents, and even her upcoming wedding. An unwed mother would have been extremely shamed in that culture. She would have been likely to be stoned. Mary knew the stories of the Messiah. She readily embraced her role through faith. Yes, she had questions, but she fully trusted the will of God. Mary says in Luke 1:38, I am the Lord's servant. May it be done to me according to your word. Jesus, her son, would also be Jesus, her Savior. Mary's story offers us hope in many aspects. For me as a mother, I have hope that if I raise my children in truth, that I can give them the strength and the courage to be counterculture, to follow after God's will, regardless of what others think. Her story also shows us that when we have questions or doubts, not to give a voice to those doubts, not to give a voice to those fears. In the Bible, several times it says she pondered these things in her heart. So even though she had the questions there, the worries of any mother, she did not give a voice to those fears. She fully trusted God's plan for her life and the life of Jesus. As we enter the holiday season, this beautiful story is often reflected on. But not only in this season, but in every season, let us have a heart like Mary, a heart willing to do the will of God, even when we don't fully understand the hows, the whys, or even the ifs. A heart that says, I'm your servant, Lord. Let it be done according to your will. And though I'm ordinary, my story can become extraordinary if I follow God's will through obedience and submission to Him. I'm wishing you all a very Merry Christmas season.